Hey guys, Clumsy here. Oh my goodness, the setup time involved here is a totally different level. How is everyone doing? Everything good on your end? Thanks for joining, guys. Welcome back. Sorry we're a bit late. I just saw Scotsman saying first. Funny you weren't first yesterday. During this schedule. We'll have to talk about that later. Hey Gamaste, how are you? 2 smooth landings, nice. Looks like things are going well. Hey Hud, glad you made it. No school, right? Until, what was that you said again? January? Cool stuff. Glad you made it up early. Hey Juan, how are you? Jay, thanks for joining, man. Glad you made it today. MMJ, NL, how are you guys? Patrick, were you in Jack's stream? Hey Scripps, thanks for joining. No transcode. Oh really? Oh, now when I switch to 1080-60, don't have transcode. My goodness, that's a bit of a party pooper. Slept at 5 and here you are. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I slept at, I think, before 11. I wake up before 4. That says how excited I am, I guess, huh? Scotsman first? Fine. Alex, how are you? Feeling better? Even after ghost hunting? Were you guys ghost hunting a while ago? Sorry couldn't drop by. I was planning to join, but the setup took a lot longer than expected. Hopefully it will be worth it, but for the patrons and subs, I shared a bit of real behind the scenes picture on how this looks. If this looks a bit professional, if you see the entire thing, you might have second thoughts. And if this is not professional looking in the first place, then nothing else I can do there. Let's put the CG logo in there. There you go. January. Okay, at least I remember that. Love the new view. Thanks. Glad to hear it. I also have a new gadget now. So my old phone is now working as a touch portal thing, and my new phone is here ready for additional touch portaling. That should be handy. So now I have a clock even in full screen because of my phone. Just the little things. Also, oh, didn't notice that you can actually see that. Let's hide it. There you go. Hide it even more from your view. Let's let it be. Okay, let me catch up with the stream. 1 second. Classes don't even start till Feb. Ah, okay. Basically go to school to slack. That's a nice warm-up phase, huh? Hey, Raggy, glad you made it. Good, good. Did you get sleep after ghost hunting? Thankfully, I was too busy to think about it. Otherwise, I would have been super scared. But yeah, I was so tired that I just lied down on the bed and immediately fell asleep. Triple monitors. Does it look weird? My mouse being on the left? Does it look strange? I guess for Jack, it also looks weird that my shifter is on the right. But can you give me a little props how the cable management looks like from the wheel here? Is it that super pro? If you have a G27, you know how many cables this involves. And the fact that it is barely visible in this view. I'm super proud of it. Yuck. All the cables are here if you didn't notice. They're there and snaking through somewhere. But it kind of blends with the black, so it's quite hidden. And even the side here, the shifter connects to the wheel. I looped around the cables. Look at that. Cable management stuff, right? It's an S8 Plus, Samsung S8 Plus, my old phone. Pretty good. Yeah, I use my phone as a stream deck. You can download the app. It's paid. There's like a free version of it, a basic version. Touch Portal is the name of the app. And it's available in both Google Play and the Play Store. In the Play Store for Android and App Store for the Apple phones. Shifter on the proper side of the wheel, exactly. There. Now I can point to some things. It looks weird to you, the shifter on the right. I know, right? Wireless steering wheel, oh yeah. But your watch is on the left hand. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm a lefty, but I think the mouse is on the left, but I write on the left, but everything else, I don't know, it's weird. Bit of a mix. Anyway, let's go and start up the game. I hope this works. I really hope this works. No, it's wrong side. Unsub. Oh my goodness. Something is not happening correctly. 1 second, guys. 1 minute. There you go, that should be working. Cables make the wheel much less mobile compared to a hypothetical wireless wheel. Yeah, very true. The cable management with the wheel is completely, well, it's something else. And I have an extra shifter from ALMAR, so that's even one more USB. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. The voice meter thing is always on top. Let's minimize that then. Here we are. Scania 4 series making a comeback. It's been a while. The Fitbit one. Yeah, I used to use that, but I got tired of it. I eventually just stopped using it altogether. So yeah, with a triple screen setup, guys, in the main menu, yeah, you can see the blinking, but overall the main menu is just in the middle screen. So if we're going to do truck config, we can easily switch to some kind of like this setup. Maybe not that. Maybe that doesn't work very well. Unless I capture it. There you go. And if we are driving, well, you let me know if you prefer this. So let's try it out. I did pick a job already. I think we are currently in Istanbul. Here we are. Scania 4 series triple screens. Let me know if you prefer that or this one. Later on, as the visibility gets better, should have a better view of things. Okay, FPS looks good, almost 60 FPS, triple screens, 1440, NVIDIA profile inspector tweaks. Beautiful. 1 second, I'm just checking the frame rate if something is wrong. No, it's all good. Okay. Double camera setup. Hey James. Thanks, Hud. Glad you're liking it too. Alright, so let's stick with this one in the meantime. And then we'll adjust as necessary. So I have the Scania R 4 series from RJL. It has finally been updated for the 1.39 version. Scania 12 plus 2. Oh, I won't be getting used to this Scania 12 plus 2. Very different shifter layout, but we have plenty of time to get used to it anyway. So let's see. So 1 is here, 2 there, 3 here. Okay. Oh, this kind of acts like a shifter cam as well, huh? Kind of. Not that big, but should be okay. So the truck is from Scania R by RGL, and the sounds are from, what's his name? BWS, I think is his initials. He basically adapted the sounds from Kriechbaum and then he updated it, improved it even more. Can actually use my side monitors to have a view of this. I'll have to check if the side mirrors are getting anti-alias though. They do seem to be pretty jagged. Might have to double check my settings there. I thought I fixed that already. There you go. Hey, working boy. Same boat, left-handed for writing, but right-handed for the majority of everything else. Yeah, for me, it's more 50-50, I guess. So we're currently in Palermo, in Italy. And oh, there you go. And we're going somewhere in France. Roscoff? Yeah, that's the one. Of course, you didn't see it because the screen was too small, huh? But just imagine. I have to get used to things, guys. Sorry if I missed some messages, guys. Hey, Sky. How is everybody doing? Man, I love those sounds. The crackle. It's intense. Stick with in-game. You have a double setup right now. Hopefully, once you get a bigger desk, you can move to triples. Let's switch to the game like that. Let me know if you prefer that. It's not lagging on your end. Let me know if it is. The sound is good. Mouse on the left side, I don't like it. Show off the triples. So kind of mix there. Well, this might be a good middle ground. Let's turn off the music. This might be a good middle ground because this shows you a bit of the triple monitor setup as well, but from afar. Can't see the scenery. That's true. Yeah, the current phone is wireless charging. Well, I can describe the scenery for you at least. Too zoomed in. Yeah, that's the problem. Because in a triple monitor setup, the field of view, let me show you. The field of view you set is going to be very low, 55. Normally I have it at 66. The default from most of the truck is 77. With Track IR, I can lower it down to 66. But with the triple monitor setup, it makes sense to make it 55 because look, if I increase this to 66, we can work with that, I guess. It just is not maximizing the real estate. So maybe we could do something like 59. That can work as well. You guys okay with that? Getting laggy here. Intersections are always pretty intense when it comes to FPS. Like this for trucking. Okay, good. You're on the triples, it's a good experience. Yeah, this might work. Let's see if this works for you guys. It's been a while since we've been in Palermo. Yeah, I can actually still do sightseeing, but maybe not so much on your end. Let's see. Because this view, just switching back for a bit. Oh, you don't see it so much anyway. Yeah, the ones past the side mirror, it looks so good. So let me know what you prefer. Switching to that in the meantime. And then trying to catch up with chat and trying to see how we can manage all of this. Man, I love those sounds. Initially, I was a bit reserved because if the sounds don't come from Kriechbaum, I would have doubts. Oh, I didn't get the penalty. Nice. But good thing I tried it. It's very nice. Yeah, no track IR with triple screens. I think it defeats the purpose. We've been to Palermo so many times. City always pass through. Yeah, very nice, right? Very scenic. Tasty. Sorry if I read that wrong. Thank you for joining and thanks for taking the time to chat and share your thoughts. Appreciate that, man. There is a flight sim video coming out later. A bit different than the others. It's an on-air episode. You might like it. I sure put a lot of work on it yesterday. Goodness, much more than I initially anticipated. But yeah, we'll see. Freightliner Classic by John Ruta. Yeah, definitely. From Germany. Wow, it's very late there, huh? Thanks for making it. RTX 3080 indeed. More professional with this setup. You mean I can pretend better? Yeah, I think so too. Hey, the mods. The mods command would fit right well with you. Thanks for following, guys. Welcome to the channel. Oh, my lighting is not the best at the moment. It's my my light here. I'm pointing at it right now in the small camera. Is in the way of the window. Let me try and move it. There you go. Does that help? Lighting maybe is not as good, but hopefully I can read better. Times are hard as a freelancer. Oh, that's true. Times are generally more challenging, especially depending on your industry. Hang in there. Oh my goodness. Been driving like crazy around Promo in Spain. Yeah, when the DLC comes out. Well, I'm confident that they will replace that with something that is maybe not as detailed, but that can be a good thing. Maybe it's more cohesive. Hey Rohan, you have online class? Enjoy. When are we playing Among Us? Signs in SES Spain look very underwhelming compared to PM. Oh really? Have they previewed that yet? Of course I haven't seen. Is it not very nice? Yeah, sorry about the stream, guys. It's we don't have transcode. Twitch is not very generous to us, so we have high bitrate, which means you need very powerful internet, but no other options, no video options. Please let me pass. Oh, this guy, come on. Cute. Absolutely love that I can look at my entire cab. This is... No, this is still modded. So yeah, a part of the complication of all the setup, I was basically setting up for like 2 or 3 hours to get everything ready for today's stream. Because one thing is setting up the triple monitors, setting up my windows so that everything works. But in addition, I also set up 139. And we all know how it works when you have 139 and you have a modded profile. Thankfully, 139 is one of the most harmless when it comes to mod compatibility. So most of the mods are compatible, except of course the pro mods and the other map mods. So no map mods, but the graphics mods, Naturalux, late autumn, the sound mod, the truck, these are all modded. I have not driven yet with this profile though. I'm only driving it right now literally, so we'll see if we get problems. No excuse. Someone was missing yesterday, right? Some ones. Some twos? 2 people were missing yesterday for the Among Us plan. I won't say who. Forgot about Among Us. I told you, Jack. Kids these days. That's just such an old man comment. Oh my goodness, I forgot to turn on the air conditioning. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be very oily later on. Very shiny. Had Among Us downloaded and ready to play, but nobody showed up, so I deleted it. Perfect excuse. I haven't even downloaded it yet. Oh. I haven't downloaded it yet, so that's good. I'm safe. Ooh, this is interesting. Triple monitor setup style thing. Also, having a hard time with this kind of setup. It must be all the anti-aliasing that it's doing. 35 FPS. Even in exterior mode, must be all the shadows. Ah, yeah, must be the shadows because I improved the shadows to 8192. So the frame rate suffers a bit because of that. I do find that the mouse is very weird. It's like the sensitivity is so low now when you switch to triple monitors. It's like the sensitivity gets cut in 1/3 as well. Has that feeling. We actually played Phasmophobia. Yeah. Imagine that, me playing a horror game in triple monitor goodness. Unintentionally, but when the game loaded up, it was triple monitors. I'm like, oh no. Please no. Why would you make this triple monitors? The Green Machine. Yeah, it's back. I really like this skin. I don't really know the company, but I like it. School approved your subject combination. Ooh. What combination is that? Train sim rolled in triple monitors. Does that work? Is it supported? Or is that like flight sim where it just basically stretches the entire thing? Junior college is the step before college. This is interesting. I would have thought I would be getting much better frame rates here. And I did mention that going anything above 30 is okay. But a while ago we had 60. So it might be an interesting experiment here. Looking at my GPU, it is being utilized properly. traffic mod is this? I don't have any traffic mod. But the traffic does seem more than usual, huh? The green machine is your truck. Ah, the Max Superliner. Nice. Hey, blah. Glad you made it today. I thought you wouldn't be available today. Or was that only for Phasmophobia? Hey Cherry, sorry, forgot to say hi. And sorry guys for the delayed reply and missed messages. Feel free to repost them. I'm still getting used to the new setup. So I am still getting acquainted to the new layout. So what you don't see in the monitor, the left side of my monitor, the left side of my left monitor, like the half of it is filled with everything for the stream. Chat window, everything Twitch related. The PC performance and everything, so that could be the one. So I'll have to get used to it first. We'll stop here, the rest area. So I will need to turn on the air conditioning, I think, because I am sweating bullets right now. I thought I could survive without it, but I don't think I'll last until 11 in this case, this rate. Oh, by the way, yes, I didn't mention it, but normally the sound mod is not compatible with the 4 series. But I made a compatibility patch, so I studied, part of the setup time is I studied how the new sound files are behaving in 139, and yeah, I applied those fixes as well. So you can have those V8 crackle sounds also for the 4 series. I'll share the compatibility patch later. One sec. Just turning it on. Literature, chemistry, math, and further math. Congrats. I hope that's what you wanted. Let me try something, guys. Let's quit this. I want to tweak something. Where can I show this? One second there. The EC is on, but it will take some time. Just changing those shadows again. I think the 8192 is a bit too heavy for all the AA that it's doing on top already. And also the scale, mirror scale and everything. Give me a few seconds. Yeah, that looks correct. Mirror scale. Mirror group. Okay. That should be good. Start it up again. Pretty cold on your end. Well, if you have a PC that's managing a lot of heat, it will be a different story, I think. That's what I noticed since I upgraded to the 3080. Enjoy your class, Rohan. Catch you soon. 2 rounds of Phasmophobia, nice. Putting clips in Jack's Discord. Oh my goodness, did you guys manage to spot a few scary guys? Caribbean map, ooh, interesting. Is that standalone? Power was shut down from 10 to 3. Oh my goodness, without power. Hard to imagine that. Oh, I can feel the air. Oh, that's so good. Okay, thank you. Whew. How's the FPS now? Yeah, back to 51. Wow, that's significant. Like more than 10 FPS increase. That will help. Right, let's get going. That being said, the shadows are flickier now, or flickery. Add-on, compatible but not requiring C2C. Ooh, interesting. I can get behind that. Maybe try it out next time, and I'm assuming it's compatible with 139, huh? That was quick. Guys, let it go. Thank you. The hacking ghost. Hacking ghost as in hacking with an axe or hacking computers? Very unusual one. School doesn't have unlimited resources. Ah. Well, congrats. Glad you got it. Is it hot in Singapore? Oh, definitely. Hot and humid. And because I'm streaming, I have all the windows and doors closed so that no outside noise will come in, so it's even hotter. 23 is general. Yes, that's one of the coldest if it ever reaches that. Oh, this is so nice. You can actually see the entire cab. This is so good. You can see all those Scania trucks on the side shaking their cabin, all those toys. Super cool. I feel the AC, thank goodness. Ah, that is beautiful. As you pass through the tunnel and this bridge layout, absolutely amazing. I miss driving through here. How's it going in Europe, by the way, guys? I heard that some countries are going into lockdown again. I thought the situation was getting better now when it comes to the COVID thing. Or do you have like a second wave in some areas? Or nth wave? To sit at the food court with aircon. Yeah, that can get pretty hot. There's no actual game version mentioned. I see. We'll be waiting for the screenshots. Alex is our brave soul when it comes to trucking. Gets to test a lot of things, filtering out the bad weeds in the process. Did you guys watch the Ryzen 5000 series reviews, benchmarks? Absolutely obliterating the Intel counterparts. I have not watched a lot yet, but it looks very promising. And speaking of promising, this looks very promising. Let's take a photo here as we bend, as we stop here maybe. France, Germany, UK. Goodness. Yeah, my colleague from Germany was planning on taking a vacation, going somewhere, but suddenly the lockdown was imposed, so they had to cancel everything. I think he'll not be going on vacation in the meantime. Beautiful. So 139 is also out for ATS, guys, right? That must mean Colorado is just looming over the horizon. Hopefully. Oh, that looks beautiful. He gives me shivers. ATS maps are no big deal, no ghosts. Let their guard down. I think it's when like going on vacations, because it's easy to cross borders and stuff, so easier to transmit as well. Very tricky. NVIDIA Inspector and ATS as well. Ah, interesting. Maybe you missed a step, like setting mirrors or SSAO or removing SSAO or the mirror scale. It's very tricky. One single parameter you miss and the entire effect is lost, but the performance is lost as well. That's why I was double checking a while ago, because I might have missed one single thing. So it's very sensitive. Sudden braking, sorry. 4G hotspot. Yikes. Sold out already. Which one? Which one got sold out? So have you guys tried the 139 yet? Any new mods you're trying out? I was trying to look for what things are new. Haven't been too successful. But at least a lot of people are sharing on the Discord, so at least I have some idea. Thanks for letting me know, guys. Brakes work. Ah, the 5 series CPU. Are they selling it already? Oh, I thought it was just the reviews for now. So the reviews and the release to the public, to the market, is the same. Oh, stop looking at the chat. Goodness, that was scary. Sorry about that, guys. No worries, Raggy. Too busy training, I can imagine. Any new DLCs you got, Scotsman? Glad it helped, lah. And yes, glad you're liking the new setup. Yeah, when I switched to NVIDIA Profile Inspector, the tweaks, I could not go back to the default. Really is a different ball game in terms of image quality. Quite heavy on the frames, but it's a worthy trade-off. Tried ATS 139. Oh, finally release seems smoother. That's good to hear. Hey Martin, welcome back. How have you been? If you follow the RawX forums, there's a link there as well. So that thread is in the mods list. Look under the bottom section, under miscellaneous, and look for under graphics. Under the graphics section, there should be like a DX11 NVIDIA Profile Inspector help or something along those lines in the title. That will lead you to the Raw Extended forum thread, and in there is a step-by-step guide on how to enable it and where to download the inspector and everything. Beng and Jay is the one maintaining that and supporting that, and he is very thorough. A love how you can actually see where you're turning into. Beautiful. Hey Ark, how are you, man? What truck have you been driving? And yes, I made the compatibility patch finally for the 4 Series with the V8 crackle sounds for the standard Scania R. I'll share it later. I forgot to upload it. I'll share it after the stream. Doing good, doing good. I am enjoying trucking. Completely different experience now. Your roads were always so blurry, even with ultra and 300% scaling. I know, right? And the shimmering, like the performance was getting eaten, but the graphics wasn't improving that much, even if you're increasing the scaling. Yeah. We are in vanilla map, somewhere in Italy. Villa San Giovanni. Something like that. We just crossed over from Sicily. It's switching between MAN Euro 6 Kriechbaum sounds and the RGL4 series. How about these sounds? Are these okay for you? I'll share it later if you're liking it. These are the ones by Kriechbaum originally, modified by, what is his name, BWS, and then I made it compatible for the 4 Series. Maybe not entirely accurate, but close enough for me. Yep, no map mods. No map mods, but I do have texture mods. Project Next Gen textures plus late autumn mod on top. Oh, one sec. We don't have the telemetry, do we? Why don't we have that? We need more windows. One second, one second. Telemetry, telemetry. I do have it. I forgot to open it. Sorry guys, 1 second. There you go. That should start it up. And if I refresh this, does that work? There it is. Okay. Good, good. Wow, interesting. My CPU is heating up from time to time, spiking. I think it's asking for a 5000 series. We are driving in Italy, making our way to France. From Palermo to, is it Roscoff? Roscoff sounds like it's somewhere in the UK. I don't know why. Absolutely loving the view here. I wish I could share this with you. Let's switch back to the cam mode. Cockpit cam, cabin cam. What should we call this thing? Just so you guys can see better and let me know if you like this more or you want to switch back to the game mode, because the additional views that this brings, I think it is definitely worth it. Look at that. Just seeing all that extra stuff on the left and right. Love the engine sound. Same here. Sounds very European. European trucking at its finest. V8 sounds will definitely do music to your ears. Great to hear. I'll share it later. The compatibility patch. Is that why it looks so realistic? Yes, the texture mods help a lot, and the graphics mod helps a lot as well. This is Naturalux. Semi-compatible, unofficially compatible with what do you call it? 139. Yes, I'm using the 3080. Love the new cam, thank you. Hey Dead Cat, welcome back. How have you been? Passenger cam. Yeah, that works. So let me know whenever you want to switch back to the game cam, the game mode. Be happy to switch either way. Maybe I should just like have a timed switcher, just switching randomly between the two views. Alright, blah, no worries. Enjoy. Share some pics in the food channel. That reminds me, I forgot to share the pizza pics. Oh, and we went for pizza again the other night. Date night with Mrs. Clumsy. Going Italian. Oh, that's perfect actually. Maybe that is my subconscious. Because we recently had Italian for dinner. And yeah, maybe that's why I wanted to drive here. Get a little bit more immersed in the culture. In the vibe. Thanks, Ark. Thanks guys. Yeah, it really takes a longer time to set up all this. The triple monitor compatibility, the camera and everything. So a lot more work, but I think it's worth it in the end. Bridge shot. I will not miss the bridge shot, especially in triple monitor goodness. And yes, I think it's good you see the triple screens. What this can do. Although from what I've seen, weirdly enough, when I take a screenshot like this and I look at it, the bezels would have like a single, like a black line in there even in the screenshot. I think it has to do with ETS2's adjustment, but I'll have to double check. Hopefully this time it's gone. Maybe I just configured it wrong the other day. Oh, that is majestic. Move the blur, please. One sec, guys. I'll get back to you. Let's take a wide shot. A wide angle. What is the maximum we can go? Whoa! Feels like Spider-Man now. Yeah, I was actually surprised. I was expecting these to be too loud, to be screaming at your ear, but they're actually very well balanced. I like it. Just the right sound level. I'm not sure who was the author there. I thought it was the same guy, isn't it? The growl of the engine. Audio option for turbo whine. Yes, there is a separate slider now for the turbo whine. Have you guys heard any turbo whine from this engine specifically? Can't say I noticed it. Track IR is no longer needed. Yeah, exactly. So we could do with lower frame rates because we don't move the camera as much around anymore. The T4 series might take some time. Can't promise, but I'll share the 4 series for the R for sure. We're not able to capture the three screens. No, it doesn't let me. And even if I could, it would look so ugly in a 16:9 aspect ratio. Yeah, the turbo slider should be the default. I think I checked a while ago. It was, everything should be in the middle. So the turbo volume here is in the middle. I'm not sure if you can see that from that screen, but You can see the sliders at least. Everything is in the middle. Yeah, I'll have a look, Arc, if it's easy to adapt for the T. I'll do that as well. If not, I'll do that next time. You can't find what? The row in the mods list? By the way, guys, just a heads up, at 10 o'clock, so it's almost 9 for me, so in about an hour, I will need to pause the stream for a bit. I'll need to be right back. Mrs. Clumsy and I have a booking. So the new booking is 10 a.m. now. It's for a BTS related event. You know, that K-pop boy band. There's an event in Singapore every week. There's like a pre-booking at 10 a.m. and I am supporting Mrs. Clumsy for it. So at 10 a.m., before 10 a.m., I will have to like get a nice view somewhere, maybe put some music and go on mute for a bit and for a few minutes, and then I'll be back. I can find it in NPI itself. Interesting. Should be near the top. For any help needed, you can post in the forums. Beng and Jay is super responsive. Hey V, 9 months. Ooh, what is that noise? It's the crackle from the V8 engine. Absolutely loving these engine sounds. GGV, thanks for subbing. GPU is chilling at 61 degrees. My goodness. Even though it's utilizing at its maximum. 1935 megahertz GPU clock. Boosting to 1935. But it's actually not consuming as much power right now. So maybe it's not pushing itself so... Oh, it says 97%, so I don't know. But I like it. Colder the better. Yeah, interesting that the CPU is struggling as well. Because now even the streaming is being handled by the video card. I'm using a GPU encoder. So the CPU should have less to work with. Although I guess with triple monitors, because it's showing more, it has to calculate more. So from a CPU point of view, that means more calculations as well. Maybe. Interesting. Oh, the monitors. Yes, I have an update on the monitors. So unfortunately, they won't let me keep these exact ones because these are like demo units. So I have to return them after a while when they need it. But they are giving me a discount and I've decided to buy the same monitors. So with the discount, it becomes very attractive indeed. So I will be sticking with this setup, in short. I will need to disassemble and reassemble everything, but yeah, I will get new ones with warranty, because these ones are more for like marketing purposes, so they don't have any warranty anymore, stuff like that. And they have been through a lot of rounds from other media partners. Yeah, the boxes on these things, they were not in the best quality. So you know that they've been through some exciting stuff as they were passing through the hands of different reviewers. Still works great, but yeah, the packaging was not in the best condition anymore. Yeah, still a win. I was initially thinking of going with a different approach, like maybe an ultra wide or something, but with my current table, my monitor arms and everything, I think this is the perfect setup for me. So I'm sticking with triple. I like the triple monitor approach, not only for gaming but for productivity. Yesterday I was able to set up my work laptop. I was able to dock it here in the middle, and when I say here, just look at the camera. Actually, you can see it better. Here in the middle of my laptop, and it's connected to the middle monitor via DisplayPort, and it's connected to the left monitor via HDMI to USB Type-C. So I have those two cables. I didn't intend on using them simultaneously, but I was kind of just fiddling around with it yesterday. I was like, wait a minute, I can maybe try this both. So for gaming, I have triple monitors. For productivity, I have triple monitors. For work, I have two main monitors, so great. Maybe I can use the third one. No, there's no connector left. I would need to buy like a laptop dock, which I'm not willing to do so. So great for me. Much easier working when you have huge monitors like this instead of working on your small, minuscule laptop screen. Yeah, that's true, V. I'm happy that we got that deal. Hopefully they will consider me again in the future. I hope I didn't get blacklisted. Speaking of blacklisted, I wonder what SCS thinks of me. I don't think I've said anything bad about him. He's nothing intense. We'll see. Captain ASUS. Thanks, V. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain to set up, but I think I'm getting used to it. Getting used to the habit, the workflow, the cable management. There's definitely more setup involved in it, but I think it's worth it in the end. And now I'm still also getting used to the chat. So, chat away, guys. I think I can handle it now. Getting my bearings around it. It's colder, so I'm not panicking as much, not sweating as much. Just need more RGB. Oh my goodness, yeah, that increases frame rate, right? 5 FPS per RGB. You now have Raft. Oh, switch to the game screen here, just to switch it up a bit. When we get to something scenic, I'll switch back to the what do you call this thing? Passenger mode, passenger view. Rumors say Colorado release date blog tomorrow. Release date blog tomorrow. You mean they will announce when the release date is tomorrow? But the release date will not be tomorrow yet. That's the rumor. I would expect that is pretty feasible, given that 139 came out already. Colorado should be in the coming days, in 1 or 2 weeks is my fearless forecast. Moving around with your head, yeah, I understand. When I'm in like a game mode right like this one, kind of a shame that I can't take you guys with me, like where I look, you're looking as well. That's the disadvantage. But yeah, track IR and triple monitors don't mix well. We can go back to the single setup though. I'm more than happy to go to the single setup as well. We'll get the best FPS there. We'll get like 120 FPS. We'll get 60 FPS all the way in the stream. Super smooth. And I can use track IR again. So if you guys prefer that, I can easily switch to that. You know, like next week we can try going there. We can switch it up every now and then. And we'll see which one we like. So I am not close to that idea. My track IR is not here anymore, but it's just there, waiting to be used again. So more than happy to switch back if people are interested. Just means that we learn how long we have to be English. Yeah, they sure like that, huh? The release date of the release date announcement is tomorrow. under NDA. Who knows, right? Who knows? I wish. Yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable to expect a release date announcement tomorrow. I was surprised that 139 came out already, but then again, it does seem stable, even with mods. So I guess it's not really out of the equation. Yeah, that's my main predicament as well. If I go for triple monitor gaming, it will not be as immersive maybe for the stream. The camera definitely helps, but I'm not sure if it's enough. So you guys help me decide. If you were to choose right now, would you keep this one? This setup we have right now? Or do you prefer going back to the single screen but with track IR and smoother frame rates? Maybe we can have a poll there, because I'm sure others are not very vocal, but they would have an opinion. Jay, can you help with that again? So single monitor, track IR, higher FPS, or triple monitor, no track IR and lower FPS, but with passenger cam, something like that, something along those lines. Elite Dangerous with 3 screens, I know, right? When I was researching a while ago about triple monitor setup, I came across some threads about Elite Dangerous and triple monitor setup. Maybe I get to see my legs in the cockpit there. Probably not. Yeah, the ultra wide is a different topic altogether. Will require a different aspect ratio even for the stream itself, the footage itself. NDA unsub. Yikes. We were able to play on 4K, stream at 1080, record at 1440. Oh, nice. So 139 introduced some performance improvements. Interesting. I don't think I saw that in the patch notes. That's good to hear. Sorry. How far do we have to go? What's the overlay say, guys? So other opinions on the Ryzen 5000 series that you guys watched. Most probably availability is also going to be limited. It's like everything else that's coming out recently. But when it comes to like performance, price, what's the verdict so far? I only partially watched Jay's 2 cents video on it. But it seems like he was pretty impressed. Pretty impressed with AMD, pretty disappointed with Intel, basically. Screen there, that is good. Sorry. Can't just make cam here, or actually my mic. Nice. Playing 4K, recording 1440, streaming 1080, and then with a fancy new codec. Fancy. Finally the rain is out. Oh, this is beautiful. I think it's worth switching back to the camera like this. Beautiful view here. Where are we? Casino. Very nice. The immersion that triple monitor brings, it's hard to describe, but you kind of feel like you're there now. This is amazing. Vote is live. Please vote, guys. So single monitor, higher FPS with track IR. Triple monitor, no track IR. Lower FPS like what you see right now. But we have a passenger cam. Because the single monitor setup will not have a passenger cam. It will look quite weird. Alright, Arc. I have a good one. I'll share the mod later if I remember. Remind me if I don't remember. Triples is head-free VR. Exactly, yes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of VR so much. At least not yet. Maybe in a couple of years. Right now, I'm still more on the monitor side of things. My goodness, the immersion this brings. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel and feel free to join us in chat so we can greet you properly. Vote at the top of chat. Yeah, I see the current poll there at the top of chat, guys, if you missed it. Single or triple? How do you know when the voting ends? Is there like a time limit? Sure thing, Arc. I'm fine with that. I think we have a winner. Is that what it means? Triple external cam. 73% with 8 votes. Looks like we have a winner. Oh, is that just a timer? Does that show which one is leading? I don't know how to read it. I'm a Twitch noob, guys. Mobile app can't vote? Oh man. Twitch has to step it up. Like this, just hearing this constant crackling from the engine is just so good, and it's not overly loud, at least not for my ears. So I'm really liking like the constant humming and the constant crackling that it provides. There are some engines that are not very, how do you say, cruise friendly, that they're okay with revving up, but once you hit the cruising speed, it's not very easy on the ears anymore. Like it doesn't fit very well. But this one feels like a classic, looks like a classic, sounds like a classic. Love it. Switch back to the game mode here. I'm just going to switch back and forth, guys, just to vary it up a bit. Let me know when you prefer a specific mode, okay? Ears are bleeding a little, yeah, as with everything else, especially with sounds. They are very subjective in volume and quality and preference. stop and put a patch on that hole in the exhaust. As a guy who knows a lot about engines, Alex, does this sound painful for you? Does this sound like something's wrong with the engine? Of course, for me, I would have no idea. What is the more professional point of view about these kinds of sounds? Is it something similar to like when truckers float gears? It's cool, but it's not legal. Legal might not be the term. Correct. Thank you. Sounds good for about 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. Maybe the non-crackle version will help you a bit more. There are 2 versions of this mod, I think. I try to adapt them both. So there is an option to remove the crackle. We can try that later. If we find a mechanic, just to check if my mod is working, my compatibility patch is working, and to check if we like that better. They're external. Actually, how does it sound external? I think normally it would sound way quieter now. Hey, Wild Dog! Thanks for subbing, man. GG. Like, yeah, typically it sounds way weaker in the external nowadays with Fmod in play. Thanks for subbing, man. Welcome to the community. Make sure to join Discord. Get the full benefits of your subscription. Hey, thanks, man. There will be a video coming out later, flight sim video, on-air video, where we leverage the triple screens. And I'm checking out a different aspect ratio. I'm not sure if people will like it, but it's an experiment. We can easily go back to the old one if people don't like it, so make sure to watch and chime in if you want to go on a specific path. The video coming out later is in 21:9 ratio, perfect for people who are watching on their mobile, but for people with traditional 16:9 monitors, it might not be as nice because you'll get black borders on the top and bottom. But you get to see more, so that's an advantage. If you had more traffic, then the engine sounds would be alright as you would have to keep braking and accelerating. That's true. You have a point there. Enough with the traffic as it is. I'm not so keen on making realistic traffic because this is my escape from reality. As long as it's not too empty, and I know too empty can be very subjective, I'm happy with it, just as long as there are some cars on the road. Oh my goodness, it is so lovely. I'll switch views here, guys, because the sunset on the left is absolutely majestic. Hopefully you can see that a bit, just a tad. Not so much, but barely made it. Traffic volume option to 10. No, thank you. That will be too much like Manila driving. I would like to get away from that if possible. Until the exhaust brake kicked in. Take that. Yeah. I do love the crackle though, I don't know. It's a very, I guess it's a very personal taste. You either love it or you hate it. It's seldom that you're in the middle. I'm on the love it side. Now that the sun is in front, I guess we can switch there. Hey Nick, how are you, man? How's it going? Manila traffic is level 10, yeah. Maybe 20. Yeah. Where the highways are parking lots. Basically. That is beautiful. My goodness. Let's take a photo there. Exactly, man. Glad you could join again. How would you like to be called? Murray? Passion? Beautiful. Wow. I think we are our thumbnail shot right there. You like the passenger cam? Oh, that's great to hear. That is much harder to set up, so it's great that you're liking that. Hey, Deso. Citroën. You saw one? One monitor again. Where? Okay, we can switch back to that one. Oh, that one. Makes sense that you know what it is. It looks like a classic. Citroën DS. Is that I guess that's a European car, huh? I don't think I've seen one in real life. Oh, beautiful. I wonder how the camera portrays this. Not too bad. Not too bad, I think. External view. Goosebumps, guys. Goosebumps. Wow. Grey Mother almost came out. Too much sightseeing. Let me have a look. Okay, there's a rest area up ahead. You can probably rest for the night because it's almost 9 PM. You've never seen one, oh, but you know it. Nice. What I like about this setup too is I can easily walk away from my desk without causing a problem for everybody because of the sudden head movements. Because normally I would forget to turn off track IR before I drink or before I move away. So it gives me a bit more flexibility. Well appreciated. Man, that is scenic. Mudcam in a toque. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yes, you might regret it. How about the wire cam? See all the cable management at the back. Unsub. Jack will be the first to unsub there. What's cool about this though, and we haven't tried this yet, but technically speaking, because I'm using this passenger cam is actually an iPhone and it's wireless, So I can actually take you guys on a tour, like, oh, these are the wires, these are the, and it would update live. It's such a nice technology that they've done there. Very friendly, especially when you have an older phone that's just sitting there. Makes it much more useful. Very nice. And the app itself is pretty affordable, I think. Is it more than $10 maybe? Very cool. Brake. The jake brake on? No, that's without the jake brakes. Call me what you want. Okay, great. That was close, guys. I thought I would see everything already. Apparently we still have a blind spot. Although I guess I would have seen him in the mirrors if I was looking, so that's more on me. Yeah, I do see the other guy in the mirror. Hey Jake, I do play Truckers MP, but not so much. Not so often. Very, very seldom. Because I do like my mods and I barely have any mods in Truckers MP. You almost lost the right monitor. Oh no, please no. I love seeing the mirror from there. That's true. This would classify as texting. Reading. You guys know if reading a book while driving is an offense? It's like calling and texting, depending on the state, depending on the country, can be a violation, right? But reading a book. I've literally read a book. Well, not entirely, but I've read a few chapters in Manila traffic. That's how bad the traffic is in Manila. You can literally read the book. So I am sitting behind the wheel like this, and I have my Kindle with me because it's bumper to bumper, and you move like every 1 or 2 minutes. So you can like read a page or two over moving. Read a page or two. It's that intense. So that might explain my aversion to traffic mods. Distracted driving in general. I think in the US there was, I think in the UK there is something, right? Like can't be using your phone at all, or can't be holding your phone if you're not stationary, or if your engine is on, something like that. I'm not sure if it got changed in the meantime. Yeah, that's why this kind of traffic I really like. For me, this is like paradise traffic. Plus, it's better on the frame rate, so not complaining. Hope you find the mods list useful. Let us know if you have questions. And feel free to join the chat if you are in the mood. You're not allowed to be drunk in your own car even if the engine is off. Kinda makes sense. Come to Nova Scotia. Oh, nice. I can imagine. Lots of Filipinos in those areas. I think I know a lot from Canada. Nova Scotia, exactly, probably not. Cool. It's a little cold though. Singapore traffic is so good. My goodness. We just laugh, Mrs. Clumsy and I guess every other Filipino, when someone complains here, oh, I got stuck in traffic. Like, stuck in traffic is like, means like you stopped at a stoplight, or maybe got like bumper to bumper for like 5 seconds. It's like, oh, okay, you got stuck in traffic. Sorry to hear that. Or sometimes, right, there are like flash floods here in Singapore when the rain really gets intense, and it would reach the headlines. We would be laughing because it's like, oh, there is flooding because like the water reached the ankle or something. Oh, you guys are funny. But yeah, First world problems, maybe. It's just fun. Nice to see the contrast there. Oh yeah, definitely. Use buses a lot, buses and trains. I don't drive in Singapore. We don't have a car here. It's only for the rich and for the well-established locals, I guess. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love that view. Oh, I love that view of the side mirror as you're seeing the tunnel. So nice. Sometimes you complain we're going at 40 kilometers per hour. Yeah. Yeah, when there's an accident, you get held up, you get slowed down. And that's it. In Manila, when there's an accident, that's when the highways become parking lot. Literally. So it would go like, you know how highways have exits, right? Oh, this exit, exit 1, 2, 3, for example. It would reach the end of the highway. If there's an accident at the end of the highway, it would reach like all the exits way to the back, filled with cars. And you'll be stuck for like 3-4 hours on that end. So yeah, when I first moved to Singapore, we realized the importance of time, how much more time we had, because you really lose a lot of time with traffic. There have been a couple of studies there, a couple of statistics that highlight that, like how much time is lost, how much money is spent, like what is that in monetary value, the time you lose with traffic, and it is immense. My goodness, it is immense. Oh, this is beautiful. Are we in France now? Actually, I don't think so yet. No, not yet. The new MAN ones are pretty fancy. Oh yeah, we do have some new buses here. Pretty cool. Both the interior and also the technology, I think. What do they call them? Like hybrid, or but it's more eco-friendly, I think. Exactly, Alex. It's along those lines. When we say it's cold. Cold, okay. You're funny. Yeah, exactly. Traffic here is like baby traffic. Right, Enel. Have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Catch you again next time. Jackets out. We are constantly looking for excuses to use our jackets, which we can only use inside, indoors most of the time because of the air conditioning. Oh yeah, let's make a stop. Let's make a stop over. Let me try to find the nearest thing. This guy, no, the nearest mechanic. Where are we? We're past that actually. We switch to the map here so you guys can see as well. We are way here already. We can stop by Genova. Yeah. That would be the nearest thing, I think. That bit of a detour, but should be a nice view. And we could also take this one, a bit more countryside driving, to stay away from the highways all the time. That would be nice. Yeah, still pretty far apparently. Oi, 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 oi. One is to one scaled map. Is there any update on the, what was that? The France, Switzerland, Germany? I might have mixed the sequence. The one is to one map in progress. That was pretty promising, right? Also the Trejon map, I think, is getting updates. filter a message. Not yet on FSG, but they're always making progress. It's great to hear that they're continuing the project. I'm looking forward to trying it out eventually. I'm just not very keen on 1:1 because I have very limited time and 30 minutes doesn't get you far. But I do appreciate the scale and the immersion it brings. Speaking of immersion, this view is amazing. When I look at my peripheral view, just when I focus on the center and just let my peripheral view take care of the rest, it's amazing. Next time we go there, I'm going to switch to the passenger cam. Alright, Passion. I'll call you Passion instead. Who are you calling old? I sleep at 9:30. Have a good one, man. Enjoy the weekend and catch you on Discord. It's giving you a pass. Hey, Gamaste. 8 months. 4-month streak. Goodness. Thank you. GG. You're on air already, right? You're in our VA. Let me know if you're not there yet. It's nice to see, so nice to see the activity in the VA. Building up the funds and everything. I wish we could have something like that for trucking. Well, we do have VT log. It's just in development still, but when the financing thing comes in, that might become interesting. Because right now it's VT log is mainly that it's a way to log your jobs, but there is no like actual mission yet. In the VA in on air, there is this like united objective of being earning funds together and making money so you can buy planes and you can buy instead of rent your planes, you know, that kind of economy system. It's just so nice. Its integration with flight sim is very good, and as a result the people over at the VA Discord are very active and they share stories. It's nice to see, just reading the stories. Like, oh, bring me back some Cuban cigars because you're flying there, you know, the role play, the immersion involved, it's very nice. I hope we could get something like that in trucking as well. It would be so cool. Oops. In on air but not on the VA. No worries, man. No worries, Gamaste. You can join, no pressure. I mean, as a subscriber, you would have the manager role anyway, so you would be free to rent your own plane or take the jobs that you're comfortable taking. And in case you can't finish them at all for some reason, the worst that could happen is we're getting the penalty, and the penalty usually isn't big anyway, so no worries, just join, no pressure. It's more of a fun place to be in. Like, for me, the number one priority is to hang out together and have a community. Number two is just making money. It's more having fun together that I like to have. So feel free to join if you're interested. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. In that camera. Oh, that's wrong. No. Let's reset it. This view, I like bridge shots even more now. Sorry to say for the haters, but bridge shots I think will be more common even now more than ever. Because look at this. Oh yeah. How can I take a photo like that? An hour plus to cross even at that small map, wow. That definitely works for me. Hey, Slider. Thanks, man. Yeah, testing out the new setup. People seem to be liking it, so that's great to hear. The effort is worth it. How are you? Or have you been driving recently? Official Reforma map updates for 139. Ah, nice. Thanks, Alex. I downloaded the ones from last time. I think they were more experimental. So he was recommending to use the 138 more, but it's great to hear that now he has official 139 versions. So I'll re-download that soon. Because I was actually thinking of going ATS today, but I think ATS I'll reserve for Colorado. I have a feeling it's coming close. So when it releases, we'll definitely check it out. And if I'm not blacklisted, maybe we can check it out early. But that all depends on SES. We'll see. Beautiful road network in here. So have a look at the side monitors, guys. How it looks in a tunnel. It looks so nice. It's just like you really feel like you're in a tunnel now with everything moving. That looks so cool. I think it'll either be next week or next week. So 1 to 2 weeks from now is my fearless forecast. Beautiful. Genova. Chihuahua is amazing. A bit heavy on the frames, but it's a huge city. I think it's the biggest city ever that I've seen in any map. It's like a whole new map in itself. No worries at all, HUD. You're a patron already. Even that is not necessary. Presence is more than enough. Thanks for following. Widescreen grin. Here we go again, guys. Here we go again. I'm sorry. Sorry, haters. Bridge shot haters. I think we'll have to unsub. That one. All those houses, all those bends. Ay. Remove the blur. Remove that post from the view. Let's find a nice angle. I think we'll need to include it. Yeah. You can even see a plane there on the right. It's so cool. Hey! Ay. Alex, the nicest guy. Thanks for gifting the sub, man. There you go. There you go, HUD. Wish granted by Alex. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. GG. Welcome back, Rohan. You managed to make it in time for that bridge shot. No worries. So how did the ghost hunting go a while ago, Alex? Sorry, I really wanted to join. I was looking forward to hunting a few ghosts. Really? Hunting? AKA staying in the van. But I am quite curious about that game. What are the levels for in the game? When you level up, what do you get? I think I'm level 2 now. I think I leveled up the last time. Oh, he didn't join, I see. 5,000. Who was he playing with? Bridge shot? No, I'll let you guys go this time. I'll let it pass this time. Just this time. Bridge gasm in progress. Do I get to keep the monitors, Gamaste? Unfortunately not. I will have to give them back. But they are giving me a discount, so I will actually buy 3 new ones. So at the end of the day, we will have the same setup. It's just more work for me because I have to disassemble and reassemble in logistics wise, but from a viewer's point of view, we will be able to keep this setup. And yes, I'm willing to pay for it because it is just... I did not expect the immersion to be this much. I was not a fan of triple monitors before because, I mean, I would lose my utility monitor. I didn't think it was worth it. I would get lower frame rates. But all those drawbacks, definitely worth it in my opinion. So I will gladly pay for the monitors, and I will gladly accept the discount that they will be giving me as a sign of goodwill, maybe. And hopefully the relationship continues in the future. We will see. Phasmophobia. The developers of that game are doing very well. It's still in early access, but it's actually very nice. Good find by Jack. It has a built-in voice recognition system in the voice chat system, so you don't need Discord. It's based on distance, so if you guys are far away from each other, you actually won't hear each other and you'll have to use like the walkie-talkie. Very immersive. So sometimes you won't know your friend has been eaten already. Like, oh wow. Very silent takeoff. Blah and his son Michael. Is that the one you call Junior? I actually haven't spoken to him yet. We haven't, I don't think we've got each other yet. Playing at the same time. Grid shot 3 of 400,000 or 4 million. Yes, I use this setup for work. I only started to. I can use these 2 monitors at least. Previously I was only using 1. I discovered yesterday I actually have an extra cable, and my laptop has an extra slot, so I was able to use this one as well, and it has been so good. Like, as I'm alt tabbing, actually no need to alt tab because I see everything. Very useful for productivity, and I managed to do very well at work yesterday because of it, analysis wise and stuff. Clumsy's Alliance. I wish, but I don't know. Maybe they didn't like my work, and that's the end of it. We will see in the future. After all, if you compare me with the professional YouTubers out there, my goodness, my production quality is humbling, to say the least. Is that the right term? Maybe mediocre is a more proper term. Wait a minute, did I just pass through the mechanic? I did, didn't I? We'll loop around. We'll loop around and we'll change engines. As if changing the engine is that easy. We'll patch up the hole that Alex was referring to. Maybe let's put it that way. Hey Sab. Yeah, the ultra-wide monitor. I was also contemplating on that. But at the end of the day, I'm not quite an ultra-wide monitor kind of guy yet. I get the additional immersion it brings, but I don't like the fact that for productivity purposes, you need to, what do you say? Like you need to have like regions. I like having triple monitors because you just drag them there and they just snap there full screen. I don't like having different regions in the same monitor. It doesn't feel natural for me. Where the heck is the mechanic? Oh, there. Okay. So it's mainly, I guess, my preference, but maybe when I get to try it, I'll be a convert again. Maybe I'll wait for ASUS to offer if I want to try an ultra wide. But yeah, at this point, triple monitor is my target setup. Ah, okay, Junior is different. I thought he was Junior because he was Junior. Hey Fang, doing good, man. How are you doing? Have you been flying recently? There's an update to the CJ4 mod that has the Boeing banana. Excited to try it out. Actually, I haven't tried the CJ4 yet in this setup. I'm not sure if my system can handle it. So let's change the engine. Let's switch to that view. You guys can see better. I would also like a fancier transition. Maybe I'll start looking for that. So here you can see we have the RGL Scania from RGL, and then this is the compatibility patch that I have. It basically adds 4 options. So you see this crackle version, also this one 580 crackle version, and they have above them the same but no crackle, you can see. So this is the version that doesn't have the crackle. That's the one. And we just need to bring back the badge, I guess. Let me see if that works here. If I can find it at least. Wait a minute, that doesn't have the badge? Oh, that's a bit of party pooper. No, that's impossible. Because I don't remember doing anything special to get the badge in there. Wait a minute. If I try this one... This one has the badge. But if I go with the non-crackle and go to that same spot... It doesn't. Oh, interesting. I wonder what I did there. That was a happy accident. That needs to be assigned to stick to the crackle version. Now it's okay. Without a badge, we can live with it. Endorsed by locals, professional opinion. Watch for Clumsy to ASUS Singapore. Thanks, man. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, there are third-party applications that introduce regions so that like when you drag a window to that side, it snaps. And that I think is a very useful tool for ultra-wides. But yeah, it's still like the fuss-free nature of dragging a window over to the rightmost and snapping it there. It just feels comfortable for me. Yeah, maybe in the future I will be a convert. Okay, let's hear it. Yeah, no crackle. How does that sound, Alex? Does that sound more fixed? Have not flown in a couple of days. Been trucking some. Nice. Where have you been? Have you also moved to 139? Hey, Flamartin. We are currently in Genova, in Italy, making our way west towards France. Should probably move here to this view so you can see how useful these side monitors are when turning. Yes, shifter is from an MAN. This is from ALMAR, the guy who makes the shifters. Good catch. I like this in particular because it has this extra button here. I think they use it for shifting. I think it's a clutch in the real truck. But for me, I just use this as the engine brake toggle. So it's programmable. Anything you want. Oh. Crackle version is actually very promising as well. It hums, very low bassy tone, and doesn't have that flapping, cracking sound. I'm not sure which one I like better. How about you guys? Have any preference? My ears say thanks. Alex is on a roll today. Thanks, man. Goodness. It's a bit raid. Thanks for the bits, man. Appreciate it. While you're at it, you can try the new sound bits. I'm actually not sure how it works, but some people have started experimenting. Oh crap, I haven't decreased the price yet of the YIT. Yeah, I should probably take note of that. That engine brake. Very exhausty. Very far from how an American Jake brake sounds like, right? I wonder if it's also a different like mechanism. Maybe it's an exhaust brake, not an engine brake. I don't quite know the difference. I'll have to study up on it. That's very true, Hud. ATS is really taking shape. There are fewer traps, I would call them. And by traps, I mean those old areas that you would like to avoid at all costs because they look so old. You still have them in ATS, but they are far and fewer in between. Like for me personally, during this stream, because I'm driving with no map mods, I'm staying away from crossing the middle. Like if I'm crossing Poland, crossing the more eastern side of Europe, for example, I'm traveling from like St. Petersburg in Russia, making my way to Turkey, for example, I avoided that. I thought about it, but then again I realized I would have to cross that middle area with a very old going east DLC areas, and that was just not very appealing to me. With ATS you get more recent DLCs, although if you talk about like Nevada and California, then yeah, they are still pretty old and aging. Yes, that's the description I would use. Macho. I love the Jake brakes, the American Jake brakes. I'm not sure they would fit in a European context though. Oh crap, it's 10. Right guys, we'll have to wait for a bit here, okay? One second, so let me try and set it up. Let's go to DevCam, so you guys get a nice view of things. Play some music. Okay, give me a few minutes, guys. I'm back. Sorry guys, it was a fail. I think the system could not handle it. So Mrs. Clumsy will call me again later if she manages to book. 50-inch pizza coming. Look at that beautiful trailer, alright? Let me go. Thank you. Oh yeah, you weren't here a while ago, I think. So we have this BTS booking. BTS will have a pop-up store here in Singapore for the next few months. And like every week there is a pre-booking. Friday 10 a.m. Today's the first week. But apparently the system that they have is not yet very, how do you say, polished. So you can't even book yet. Like it wouldn't push through. And if you manage to accidentally push through it, go through the next screen, it would just say error happened or something like that. So I don't know. Must be some weirdness in there still. We'll see. Book tickets for the... Oh, that will be even worse. I heard worse situations, how to book those. This one is just a pop-up store. You need to pre-register just so you can enter the store. Otherwise it would be too populated. That's how intense it is. They call their fans ARMY. And yeah, I think ARMY is a very apt term given the number. The intensity. Spent hundreds of dollars on merch. That would be Mrs. Clumsy most probably. I'm actually not sure where the store is. Mrs. Clumsy knows it better. Probably somewhere in Orchard. Masculados. Hey Mario. Basta. Go Pinks. How about Go Pinks? That might be more my time. 90s Filipino guy group, guy actors. Hey, Worst Gamer! How are you? I am liking this non-crackle version surprisingly. Initially, I didn't even think I'd mod it. Because I was like, no, I'll be sticking with the crackle, thank you very much. No need for the non-crackle version, but actually, this quite has a good oomph in it. And it's gentler on the ears, definitely. Switch back. Overtake cam. Try and catch up to chat. I might have missed a couple of messages. Sorry for the delay. He's ordering pizza. Hey! Oh, that's the first stutter I've gotten. Interesting. So yeah, actually a bit behind the scenes. I've been using the launch parameters recommended by Naturalux ever since for ETS2. And I've been getting stutters. So, and I'm not sure if the stutters are coming from a map mod, like Pro Mods or some other map mod, or because of those launch parameters. But I've done both, so I've changed the launch parameters to something that Bengan recommended so that I have more buffers. More buffers ideally means less stuttering if the buffers are capable enough of storing the information that it needs. And the question is that buffer size enough for Naturalux skyboxes, for example? But granted, if it is, then it should allow a smoother experience. And that was the first stutter that I've gotten. Now that being said, I don't have any map mods here either. So it could go either way. Could either be the Pro mods, for example, or other map mods that are causing the stutter, or the buffer size, the launch parameters. I think it's more the launch parameters because we're in a vanilla area anyway. I don't know, maybe. But nice to see that it has improved a bit. I'm not so sure. I thought it was near Orchard. You like the non-crackle version, it has bite. That would be an apt description. It does feel more like the crackle version is like your loud friend who likes to maybe not friend, but it's like the loud guy who's all talk. And this non-crackle version, the standard version, is like the silent guy but packs a lot of punch. That's the impression at least that it gives me. Is it me or is the truck more stable? Also, I'm happy to see that we don't actually have that weird physics problem anymore. Remember that initial problem we had in the beginning of the 139 beta, where the cap was so weird that I immediately rolled back to 138 and didn't look back, or look forward for that matter? Now it feels more natural again, although there is less cabin shake. So it might be that this profile doesn't have Momo's air suspension in there. Maybe we can check. Because this kind of view with more cabin shake I think would be so immersive. Let's try it, guys. Let's see. Cut across 3 lanes. Looks familiar. Cutting to not miss the exit. Alright, let's stop here. Let's try it out. More pleasing for those longer journeys. Yeah, that makes sense. Switch to the game view so you guys can see which mods we're enabling here. So, if I look for A3, it is there. Why does it seem like it's not bobbing? Maybe it's conflicting with the 139. It is supposedly there. Huh, okay. So maybe let's just double check the settings that the cabin shake is still at its maximum. Higher priority than what? I didn't see anything that would be conflicting. Maybe I missed it. The good thing about having a vanilla map is the loading time is super fast. Let's bring back the CG mug there. CG tumbler. Oh, I saw when I was reviewing the footage, HUD, you asked last Wednesday about the tumbler, why it needed a tumbler to keep things hot. No, this is actually to keep things cold. It works that way as well. So it works very good. So it's not room temperature. What was that? What was that? Gameplay, I think it was. And then we say cabin suspension stiffness. No, I think there is a you guys remember this? I think this should be here, isn't it? Shouldn't it? Suspension stiffness. I think it's the physical camera movement, yes, and then it's maxed out. Okay, so that should be good. Doing great, no complaints. Great to hear, Worst Gamer. Make sure you have enabled the physics camera and the game options. Right. Okay, so that's good. Higher than truck mods too. Okay. The secret Clumsy Tequila Reserve. I review the stream footage. Well, I include timestamps usually now in the streams. So I kind of review it. I scan through it. It's a bit of work, but helps with the people who are there. So I put the suspension stiffness way to the left now. It was way to the right. I think I did that before because of that weird bug that we've gotten. So now we should get more bobbing, I think. Let's stick to that game view for you guys so you can see and observe if things bob. And you should notice it immediately because we don't have track IR. So if the camera moves, that means it's from the cabin suspension, it's not from my head. Why does it seem like it sounds better as well now? Is it more flimsy? It does seem to shake more. Because a while ago, remember those like quick turns that I do? Normally, if I do that, I would have been tipped over already. Would have been a sleepy truck. But it was not happening, so I was actually quite surprised. I guess that's because of that increased suspension stiffness. Cheater. It still doesn't seem to bob as much. As much as I hoped, at least. We are speeding here. How's the FPS? 38. Not too bad. Could be better, but we can work with that. Anti-aliasing next time. I don't know if it matters though. At this point, the immersion is immense already. The screen, you mean the Clumsy Geek Presents loading screen? Yeah, I think that part is a specific add-on for me that was done by Kirill. Oh, I still haven't checked in with him. Oh my goodness. I keep missing things. Yeah, see? That tips a lot faster now if you do those sudden movements. And we were not traveling very fast there. It does seem to move just a bit, but not as much as I was expecting. Maybe it's with this truck, I'm not sure. Welcome to France. Indeed, we just crossed over. Good catch. Let's double check that we're going through the countryside here. Yes, that's the one. Actually, this might not be a countryside. It still looks like a highway. Ah, it should have been here. Yeah, it reset our routing. I hate it. Oh well. Okay, fine. It tricked us. Hey AK, I haven't tried it, to be honest. I don't know much about the real operation of a clutch brake, so I'm leaving it to the experts for now. And I'll try it when there's a more definitive discussion on it. If you have inputs, feel free to share. Because I am definitely not an expert on the subject matter. On this highway, the border looks much more realistic on Pro mods. Oh, good catch. Of course, I didn't notice. Hey Josh, welcome to the stream. Hey Mister, how are you, man? How have you been doing? Thank you guys for joining. Wait, this is a very nice view. Don't quite remember this exact road. Wow. Beautiful mountains there. Let's take a photo. Yes, mostly Josh. Flight sim and truck sim. You can also check out the YouTube channel for more videos on those two sims. Before I featured more, but recently I am trying to focus more on those two, which is a bit unfortunate for some as they prefer other sims, but the heart wants what it wants, as they say. That is majestic. Oh. Maybe we switch to the other cam. Maybe that helps with the view. That one. Scania with V8. RGL updated his Scania R, his mod for 139 finally. And then we have some mods for the sounds for V8. Not specifically for the 4 series, but for Scania R by RGL and Scania T for that matter. But for the 4 series, I made a separate compatibility patch so that these sounds will work. So good. It looks so real, guys. My goodness. Highlighted message. Just spending points. Yes, I am Josh. Filipino. With an F. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. Because the nationality is Filipino with an F, but the country is Philippines with a PH. Don't ask me why. That's just the way it is. You're Malaysian. Ah, cool. Should be pretty close to each other. I am currently living in Singapore. Oh, slow down. Okay, so I'm not sure. I think the physics is still kind of there. I don't know, the way the cabin tips like that. Maybe I'm just the bad driver. Maybe we just have to slow it down. I think I like the suspension in ATS better. Yeah, we are in Singapore. glad you found the channel. Compatibility thing you need to learn. Yeah, it's very useful. It's a very useful tool. Although now with 139, you have to relearn it because the file structure has changed. And I don't quite get it yet. I'm basically winging it, so I'm glad that it worked. Wrong gear. Slow mode. Yeah, the chat was breezing past me a while ago. Now it's more manageable though. You lived in Penang too? Oh, did you? Cool. No wonder you knew so much about that stuff, that area. Nice. Alright, Nestor, have a good one. If I understood it correctly. Ah, there you go. Happy meditating. It's a very healthy practice. Those mountains on the side, guys. Can you see it briefly? Those ones I'm pointing to. Oh, wow. Goodness. Or we can speed up to 80 again here. Yep, I do flight sim. You can check the YouTube page as well. Lots of videos there. Flight sim stream is every Wednesday. Truck sim is every Friday. Same time. Yes, I have recently gone on VATSIM. I have an ongoing series in YouTube about that as well. Currently at, I think there are 5 or 6 episodes now with the VATSIM content. Constantly learning, so you get to see my journey with VATSIM, how I started, how I frayed, I was, still am, and getting a little bit better each episode, hopefully. But yeah, learning a lot every single time for sure. Hey Tark, South Africa, thanks for joining. Wow, it's pretty late there, isn't it? You have similar time with Europe. Enjoy, Josh. Oh, I didn't know that could work. Like you combine the YouTube command with some other text and Nightbot would still recognize. I didn't try that before. Cool. Does it work if it's in the middle of the sentence? Or maybe it should be in the beginning, huh? Whoa, look at that guy cutting me. Among Us, who would that be, do you guys think? Who has those driving skills in real life? Those driving behaviors. Switch back to the game here. Just to change it up. Fat sim. Oh my goodness. I think I'm headed there too. Almost 5 a.m. but Twitch lives on. Power. Good job, man. By 5 a.m. I would have been awake already for the next day. Like how I was a while ago. Oh, this is going to be rough. I love the lighting. Absolutely loving the lighting. Will that be Alex's driving? Oh, I doubt it. I think that's more Rohan style. Start of the sentence. Ah, I see. So that works. So that works as long as it's in the start. Thanks, guys. Cuts me off all the time, as I said though. Civic style. How's your Civic doing, by the way, Rohan? Are you able to take it out often, even during these times? Or is it mostly sitting in the garage? Hey, Octavians, glad you made it. How are you? Have you tried 139 yet? Make it, 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 thank you. Beautiful. Actually, I should have probably gone to the other camera for this one actually. Yeah, it's still not too late. It's not too late because there's a bridge. It's a trap. Oh, I love bridge shots even more now. Look at that. I would still need to fit the truck in the middle though, in case the screenshots don't work and we have that ugly bezel in the middle. I didn't put any bezel correction, so I don't expect a line there, but that's what I've seen last time. Look at how beautiful that is. Been doing food delivery. Oh, nice. That's great. It's a great side hustle. Have you managed to earn a bit on it? I heard it's quite tricky because you have a lot of expenses as well, like gas and other costs. Oh, that looks so good. The entire city just looks so good. Wow. I cannot get over it, sorry guys. That's how you're earning for your motor. Nice. That's a very good way. You learn the importance of hard work, right? Work hard, work smart. Thanks, Deso. Yeah, this is my usual schedule. Every Wednesdays and Fridays. Glad you could join. If only the stream lasts a little longer. Yeah, I know, right? Well, maybe we'll get to have bonus streams soon. Who knows? Thank goodness there was no car on the left. These sharp bends I'm not really a fan of. I'm very doubtful that they should be like this in a road that goes 90 kilometers per hour. Having these sharp bends I think is more of a scaling issue. Not like Grand Utopia highways, which are very natural to drive in. Which makes me miss driving through Grand Utopia. It has been a while since I've driven there. Yeah, the tension. I've heard about that, Jay. Are they still ongoing? Goodness. Whoa, what was that? Whoa. 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 What's that? What's that? What's happening, guys? Oh. Well, we wanted cabin suspension, right? Oh, let's save that replay. Beautiful. Okay, now I think it's stabilized. What did I do? That wasn't me. That's not on me. Not this time, I think. Definitely agree, Tark. And loving these sounds. Increased in the recent months, goodness. Yeah, I've read I think where it began in the border, and then since then it has been escalating, so stay safe. The fisheye effect. Yeah, I think we don't have that actually in Truck Sim, because it has proper multiple monitor support, not like in Flight Sim. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, you do get that fisheye on the side, but here I don't think so. There is a bit of distortion on the perspective, that's true, because the angle changes. But I think the field of view itself is still normal, isn't it? So like the view from here versus the view when you look to the right like that would be the same. So the center screen, I think. Oh, look at that. You have like the CG logo in there. Can you drive like this? Oh my goodness, that's scary. But then again, I'm not really an expert with multiple monitor setup. I'm only started learning. I've only started learning it. So plenty of room for improvement there when it comes to the setup, the adjustments and whatnot. Delivery in cars in the US, I would expect so. I'm not so sure if I can differentiate that, HUD. What would you say about that, Jay? If they base it on the looks, I know some people will categorize like even Filipinos and Chinese are all Asians. so not sure if they can differentiate Singaporeans and Chinese just from the looks. Yeah, the English is very different. Even the accents are very different. I was actually surprised that I could differentiate them. The English accent of a Singaporean is very different from the English accent of Chinese, even if they can both speak Mandarin. You had a similar problem in the UK too? Okay, good to know. Triple screen excitement, I know, right? How's our fuel doing? Where's the fuel level here? If I can find it. Okay, it's that top left dial on the dashboard. Still halfway there. This guy has a pretty large tank. I guess we should get some sleep though, but maybe it's nice to check how night driving looks like just to experience it for a bit. It's an ALMAR SKRS shifter. If you search in YouTube ALMAR SKRS, you should get some links. I think my video should also be there. Clumsy ALMAR SKRS would be a good keywords. Oh crap! Can I reverse? Please don't hate me. This is a good test for the reverse. If I can use my mirrors to reverse without going to external camera. I'm just testing the camera, guys. This is all intentional. This is all by design. What's that truck doing there now? Well, the truck kind of got in the way. Revisit Fernbus. Not at the moment, but maybe when there's an update. Currently, I am fully busy with Truck Sim and Flight Sim, so I don't don't have much spare capacity to check out other sims. Hit the wagon, clip the wagon. Okay, good. Well, the mirrors work. Good test. Mandarin accents are also wildly different. Ah, I see. That one I cannot differentiate. That's true, yes. If they speak Tagalog they're from a different region, yeah, they would sound different. They would pronounce some of the words differently. Like the I's and E's would be switched. Some people don't have an H. That's true. Makes sense. Cheating. No, it's just for science, testing the mirrors. Because we haven't tried reversing with this setup yet. TS. Different TS maybe. The problem is when it's night, it gets harder to see in this view, in this passenger cam, because of the brightness. So at night, I guess this would be better. Interesting. Yes, I take it apart every single time. It adds to all the setup time. It's a good exercise, but yeah, it can be a bit of a hassle. And especially now that I have a camera here, I cannot just set it up randomly. I have to have like decent, presentable cable management at the very least, so it takes even longer. I can just play everything outside. Yeah, I tried it before. I had different kinds of iterations in this setup. There was at one point, so I always had this table for quite some time. Oh, there is a rest area finally. So I've had this table for quite some time, and I've had many different iterations here. Before, I put the wheel on the right side, on the rightmost, as right as possible. And then when I would stream, I would just move the camera facing me here on the other side. Too busy checking the stream. My bad. But yeah, it's not optimal, and it doesn't feel the same when everything is in the middle like this. So it was a workaround, but it was not. It's like a half and half solution. Like, yes, it's always there, but if you're doing something else, it's always in the way. And if you're trucking, you're not in the optimal angle. So at the end of the day, the extra setup time I realized was worth it, so that you get a full experience on both ends, whether you're driving or not. I stayed with that kind of setup for the longest time though, so it was pretty. I realized that quite late. The magic box. Oh my goodness. That is something from today. Last Wednesday I didn't have that because the camera was more in the back. So the patrons and subs who have seen it, that's a behind the scenes shot of how this entire setup looks. Yeah, there is a box like a literal box, packaging box, just put in there as a stand, because I need, this is an iPhone, right? An old iPhone, this camera, and I don't want it running out of battery in the middle of the stream, so I have it plugged. But the Apple charger is very short and the tripod is very high, so I need an extension cord. But my extension cord is not the longest either, so it could barely reach from the outlet to where it needs to be. And in order for it to be stable enough, I have to have like a platform. So I looked around for a platform, and lo and behold, there's that box from the last delivery that we requested, that we had. And for HUD, it's from Redmart. So I was like, yeah, let's use this. Anything that makes it work. Perfect time to rest. Get rid of the rain. The box is the real hero. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Or maybe just get a longer extension cord. That might work too. How does it feel when you like lower the windows? Oh, cool. I'll have to show this. I'm not sure if it's visible in the cam, but it's very nice, especially with the rain there. It's hardly visible in the screen. Electrical outlets, similar to the US, the only two prongs that are flat. That's the best I can describe it. I don't know the actual type, but it's the same as in the US. In Europe, it's like the circular ones, like the two prongs, but the circular or cylindrical. In Singapore, it's like in the UK with the 3 outlets and whatnot. Sponsorship incoming. I would need a bigger table, that would help. Oh, I'm speeding. It's 10:48 already. How far do we have to go? 6:98. Crap. Maybe we can extend, guys. Maybe we can extend. I do want to finish this job. Just extend a bit. Enjoy the physical shopping experience. Yeah, that's true. It is pleasurable. It's like giving you an excuse to shop without the guilt. You do that often now, but during the lockdown, the circuit breaker days, Redmart really helped a lot. Good drainage system. Yeah, it's nice to sleep when it's raining, especially. Type A and Type B. Yeah, I think so. I would always Google it when I'm traveling, but I never remember the names of the plugs. It's just this, it's the way it looks. You know, when in China, the plug is like 2-pronged, but it's like diagonal instead of completely vertical. So I know how it looks, but not how it's called. He is Singapore to ask. Yeah, I'm fine with this table. It's good. I would ideally want to raise my monitors a bit more though. I think it would help my view, and it would help having more stuff below. So I think when I give these monitors back and when they give me the new ones, I will probably raise the monitor arm a bit. I tried doing that a while ago. I just got so sweaty. I don't think you can raise it with all these monitors attached. It's just locked into place. That's how the mechanism is designed. Well, hopefully if we're staying on the highway, we cut that a bit. Type G, there you go. Type I, the one with the diagonal thing. The first time I saw it, it looked weird. That's a good question, Jay. Not sure. Find somewhere we could sell it. We'll probably find a store that buys secondhand stuff, because we're too lazy to like post it and negotiate and meet up with other people. We'll see. I was also thinking of making one a utility monitor. That is ideal, but I don't have a place where I can put it. Like, I would ideally want it here on top, but I would need a separate monitor arm for that, and haven't seen one that goes that high. Tricky. I do have some space there on that side, on that right side for an arm though. So if the arm goes high enough, the monitor could be like here. Can you see me? Yeah, you should be able to see me. So that's ideal. So not in any hurry to sell them, because might be able to use them as utility monitor. That would be nice. Carousel. Yeah, carousel is where we sell it oftentimes. Why is it so dark? What time is it anyway? It's 10 something, but it's super dark. I guess it just finished raining. Keep one monitor for the fourth monitor for FS. Yeah, it would be so nice to have my stream stuff there on the fourth monitor, because right now it's, I think my frame rate is suffering a bit because I actually have to have a workaround here for Truck Sim. I can't have it in full screen because it will block OBS in the chat windows. And if I go to the basic windowed mode of ETS2 for some reason, it doesn't play well with triple monitors. It leaves like a gap below for the taskbar or something. So I have to use like the borderless gaming app to make it borderless windowed, but I don't think it's the best implementation, and a while ago I was getting a few frame drops because of that. Something related to VSync, I guess. I worked around it by setting some FPS limits in RTSS Riva Tuner. I'm not sure if it's back. I don't think it's back though. Let's see. Yeah, I do have that stuttering there. I'll have to observe it if this is like because of VSync or just system limitation now. Cool stuff. Everything is super crisp though, I love it. 3080 SLI. 3090. Goodness. Never ends. A bookworm. I was before. But recently I haven't read anything. Not in the past few months. I think ever since this entire situation started, 2020, I don't think I've read a book yet. I've listened to a lot of podcasts, but not so much books. I guess it's because I stay at home most of the time. And oftentimes I read books when I'm out and when I'm traveling, because there is no downtime anymore basically, so I don't get a chance to read books. I would really have to like dedicate time to read them, and at this point I would rather fix my setup or make videos instead of reading. But yeah, definitely have to add that in the list. It's a very good habit to have. EVGA Kingpin Edition 3090. down when I power on my PC. Yeah, the fan really helps. The problem with the fan is it's pretty noisy, and when you're recording, it is included in the sounds. Especially with my mic, which is kind of sensitive. It's set to the lowest gain, that's why I have to be right next to it, but still it captures a lot. So for content creation purposes, the fan is not very ideal. So I try to really use it sparingly. Oh, very nice train there. Beautiful. Scotsman would have liked that. Gate? Yes, it is. I was hoping I could turn off the AC after a while, but I actually feel the heat emanating from my PC. Like it's like, you know how it feels when you're like near a furnace, that you feel like the heat coming from there. So the AC gives the overall room, the entire room, an overall cold temperature, right? But there are these like bursts of heat that I feel that are most likely coming from the PC. So yeah, looks like the cooling from ASUS is really effective, but that heat has to all go somewhere, and that somewhere is my face. It works though. Yeah, we do have a ceiling fan already, but it's not enough. The heat that's coming from the PC, it's not enough. I need an extra fan or AC, so that works. But yeah, it is expensive, so I try to use it sparingly. I only use it when someone donates. Wink wink. Just kidding. Oh, so good. What car is that? Do you guys know? For our racing fans out there, you probably can spot what that is. I am my own radiator. RTX voice. Oh, that's a good call. How do you enable it? I should have access to that now, right? That requires an RTX video card, basically. Yeah, good catch. Might go explore that. That might help alleviate some of the noise. Train. There we go. There's Scotsman. He made it. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the monitor also gives out a lot of heat. So it's a combo. Very true. Download a little more RAM. Yeah, that would be effective. Thanks, I'll have a look. RTX voice. Have you tried it before? Has anyone here tried it before? I think the reviews are very nice overall. I haven't gone into detail on what that does, what it can do specifically, because back then I didn't have an RTX card. But now I can start exploring it. Good suggestion. Thanks for bringing it up. It sucks for you. Oh, that's too bad. What does it supposedly do? And how does it work for you or against you in your setup? Doesn't start up when you reboot the PC. So it doesn't open on startup. Does the startup folder still exist nowadays in Windows 10? That's what I usually did before. Have to reinstall it each time. Oh my goodness, that sucks. 11 AM. Oh yeah, you're right. How far do we have to go, guys? 400 kilometers. So maybe around 20-30 minutes more. We'll see. I do want to finish it. Extend. Yes, we can extend. Because I already cooked my lunch yesterday. It's waiting for me in the fridge. So I can spend a bit more time here. Hanging out with you guys. Switch views just because. Is it pizza? I wish. No, it's just some minced pork with basil and soy sauce and fish sauce. I'm lacking in ingredients because it's been a while since we cooked, and some of the stuff are not good anymore for cooking. So whatever was left, I just pitched in everything and cooked it. So that was my lunch yesterday and will be my lunch today, because Mrs. Clumsy is back to the office now on some days. Hey, Deconstructive. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Glad you're liking it too. Download the 4090 when it comes out. NVIDIA broadcast comes with a voice thing. I'll see. I'll have a look. Maybe I'll watch some reviews first before I dig in. What you got, scramble. Exactly. That's how it is. When I'm cooking for myself, I have pretty low standards as long as it's edible. Good. Presentation, no need. I'm just the only one eating. As long as it doesn't upset my stomach afterwards and I feel full, then everything is good. Everything's game. Eat potato but not that often. At least you don't. What do you usually have as, what do you say, carbs? Corn, maybe? Probably not rice. Bread. No, it's just that. And then lettuce. So it's like that like Vietnamese Korean thing where you wrap the meat in lettuce and then eat it. That's my lunch. Pretty healthy stuff. Keto-ish. I am actually speeding here. Taiwanese style braised pork belly rice. Oh, Mrs. Clumsy loves those. Nice. Where do you buy it from? Do hawker stalls have it? You eat what you got, scrambles as well. We have the same taste. Hey, it's Abagad. Welcome to the stream. VTC. How do we answer that? But the VTC is not in Truckers MP. The VTC is... Actually, maybe I'm answering this wrong, but we are using VTlog for our virtual trucking company. And in VTlog, you can either drive offline or drive in Truckers MP, and both would get logged the same. So you are more than welcome to join. Join us in Discord, !Discord. Go to the general VTC channel, and the pinned message there should be the link to the website where you can register. Thanks, Jay. You buy it from a store in Bidok Mall. Wow, you've traveled all the way to the east. Nice. apparently we have that command immediately there for VTC. I forgot about it already. Thank you. Scotsman is playing Train Sim. What a surprise, right? From Singapore. Oh, nice. Hot is as well. France and Italy with the toll gates every 2 minutes. Yeah, I know, right? The consolation is at least we have autopass, e-toll gates. Overtake. No. So hard to reach chat while driving. 1 second you're off on a critical period and off your truck goes as well. Yikes. Yeah. Very rare, especially in this channel. So it's nice to see. Extremely rare. Yes, that would be the more appropriate description. Overtake. VTC from Singapore. So I would expect if you're a truckers MP guy, the VTC you're looking for would be the ones who like do convoys and stuff, right? That would make sense. Because our VTC is more of a casual type, like you do your jobs at your own pace and everything just gets logged on the Discord. But I don't think we've ever done convoys. Maybe that's a good thing to start. Maybe when, at least not from a VTC perspective. So maybe it's a good time to start it when 139 row mods hits. We'll see if you guys are open to it. Yeah, are trucks popular in Singapore? I think not, right? From what Had told me. So truck fans are a rare breed. It's the same in the Philippines. Don't have a lot of trucking fans because the trucking industry is more, how do you say, functional than something that you become an enthusiast for. They just get a paper cut, the steering wheel cut. Yeah, these you guys see it? Let's switch cameras here. These paddle thingies from the G27 are very sharp. And I guess the longer you use them, you kind of sharpen them bit by bit. These are, they say, metal. And if you approach them at a different angle, that edge can be quite sharp, like a batarang. I've gotten a few small cuts through the years of using this wheel. Yeah, seen as a lousy job. Sad. Hey, this. Glad you're able to join the stream. We are extending the stream for a bit just to finish this job. Did I just hear MP? Here we go again, Alex. Here we go again. In my language, in Filipino, we have a, not really a Filipino term, but us Filipinos, we call it growing. You know, when you're the type who likes to make plans, but they stay plans, it's like you're a drawing. I'm not sure if that translates directly, but maybe you get the point. Let's start drawing things. The G923 True Force. Is that the one? Look up the video from, what's his name, guys? The bald guy who's super funny. Gamer Muscle. Look for his video if you haven't seen it yet. He has like a G923 review. True force. True force. Love it. Yeah. But then again, that's the latest Logitech wheel, so I don't think there is much choice. Because I guess the G27 and G29s will be even more expensive. If you can find a cheaper 27 or 29, then go for that. But if not, then I guess 923 or G920. But then again, I'm no expert. I haven't really studied what the new features are. I'm just basing it on the overall sentiment of the titles, thumbnails I've seen in YouTube. It doesn't seem like... It seems like a more expensive product than what it's worth. Some trucking fans in Asia as well, that's true. Although I guess the number is nowhere near as the main player base. So early. It's 11. Goodness. Kids these days. Typical old man quote. Oy, ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I would say Filipinos are very comfortable with English. Almost anyone you meet, even on the roads, on the sides, you can speak with them in English. I know we're late, we're extending, but I cannot resist such an amazing bridge shot. Ta-da! Star Trek today! Oh, by the way, I also saw that Billions started a new series. I started it again, but only in the beginning of the episode. So far, it has not yet picked up. Looking forward to what they have in store, though. Billions is one of my favorites, maybe in my top 3, if not top 5. We all know what the top is. But now that is slowly being overtaken by K-dramas. Sometimes wake up at 12. Goodness, I would feel so bad if I woke up at 12. But then again, I sleep early, so that just kind of equates. That is so beautiful, looking at the right side like that, seeing the city there and the whatever body of water that is, the quay or something. That looks so real. Goodness. Kids these days indeed. Here, 1 second. Is the shifter mod usable on the left side? It is. You can place it on the left, but it will be a bit awkward because the range, I'm not sure if you can see it. This is the range, the one on the bottom. The splitter here is on the left side, so it's much more organic if it's on the right side like this. I'm not sure if ALMAR is selling the UK variant, which I assume would be inverted, but I'm not sure. But I guess you can get used to it anyway. I mean, instead of using your thumb, you can use your, what's to call it, the pinky finger or your ring finger to fiddle with it, and I guess it should be okay. It's not perfect, but it works either way. I have a video of this if you would like to look at it more. I had it shipped from Poland to Singapore, so they do international shipping. It was fairly fast if I remember correctly. Just search Clumsy, ALMAR, SKRS in YouTube. That should be the first video that comes out. So I did like an unboxing and see how it looks. This is actually the same table that I was using back then. Been a couple of years now. I'm not sure if ALMAR has a UK variant, but you can check his eBay page. That video also has a link to his eBay site where you can order. And when I ordered, it came with Polish chocolates, so that's a nice touch. Oh, this is my favorite thing with a triple monitor screen. You can actually look left and right. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing feeling that gives. Phone unboxings. If ASUS would send me their phone, maybe I can do an unboxing. Do they still have their phone? I remember they used to have phones. Tablets for sure. I think I bought one of their tablets before. Android tablet. Yep, left-handed. I am left-handed, but the mouse buttons are not inverted. So if you're right-handed, you can just put the mouse on the right and it would behave exactly the same as you would expect. Because some other lefties also flip the mouse buttons. I just found it a hassle when I'm using other PCs. Having to set all of that up, it's a hassle, so I just got used to using the default layout but just moving it to the left. Roscoff, we are here. And we are speeding. We actually made that trip in like 3/4 of our tank. Wow. You flip the mouse buttons, yeah. Nowadays it's not so much a problem. But before, during the era of computer shops, I used to stay all my free time I spent in computer shops. And having to modify the mouse settings on each one, no, that will not be possible whenever you sit down. iPods were the thing. OG iPods, yeah. They get phones. Yeah. Don't you even think about it? No, don't. Oh, these guys. And I end up going on the curb because of them. At least that tests the cabin suspension. Sony Walkmans. Do you remember the Discmans? Those I think are one of the most flimsy products. Like when you walk with them, they stutter like crazy. At least before they developed that technology of like the what do they call it? Anti-shock. The Discmans, yeah. Eventually they figured out how to prevent those stutters, but I think the earlier iterations were like you cannot move at all when you're listening, otherwise you get stutters. Mrs. Clumsy is reporting the site is still broken. But others were able to enter. What the heck? Okay, I'll try again later. Maybe it's a matter of perseverance. Maybe I can impress Mrs. Clumsy a bit. Call it Brittany Ferries. There's the parking. Oh, we'll be able to test the parking for the first time. Well, proper parking for the first time with this triple monitor setup. It feels so organic already, having this field of view. I see the marker there on the right side. Let's Let's move here so we can view as well. I think I made it wrong though. I wonder how it would look like if I would peer on the left. There it is. Hey! Uber Bounty, thank you for subbing. Triple trailers and triple monitors, perfect setup, please, but no reversing, please. Otherwise, I would Conan it out, rage quit all the way. GG, man. Thanks for joining us in the Clumsy community. Feel free to join Discord so you can maximize those perks. Glad to have you here. Can I do it in one shot if I don't push it? Yeah, I think I can push it. There you go. No need to go forward. That helps a lot. Didn't actually have to look outside like so. Cool. Oh, feels good. That was a long trip. Thanks, Rohan. See how much we earned there. 2,812 kilometers, 60 hours travel time in game, and that's one heck of an experience point. 98,000 euros. I wonder what we got in Discord in VT log. Can anyone check quick what's our fuel consumption? Nice. Hey, Nestosh. Yes. Oh, you've been seeing it on YouTube. Nice. Glad we caught up. Yeah, I would have a video again on Flight Simulator releasing. 33.39. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So guys, let's call it there. How extended? Yeah, I called it 20 minutes later than usual. But we finished the job. Thank you for joining me the entire time. Really appreciate it. And we'll tweak the stuff more and more. But it's a journey. It's a constant work in progress. So thanks for staying on the ride, for joining me on this ride. Have a great weekend, guys. And hope we catch each other soon in Discord, in the streams, and hanging out. Among Us or Phasmophobia or whatever. Alright, so catch you guys on Discord in the meantime. Keep you posted. Clumsy Trucking. Happy weekend. And have a good one. See you soon. Bye.